Gentlemen and graphic designers, this is what we're going to do. We're going to, number one, here's your assignment for the day. Number one, you're going to answer a discussion question 913. Okay, so what do? You're going to, you're going to click over here. So I'm pretending I'm a student right now. All right, so you're going to go to either the classwork and click on the question here. Okay, view the question. And so you're going to answer the question, or you can find, let's go back. You can also find it in the stream. It's in here somewhere. I can't find it. Anyway, let's go to the classwork. We're going to go to find question 913, and all you do is answer the question. Now, what's the question? I haven't revealed it yet. I'm going to reveal it at the end of this video. You have to watch the whole video to get to the question. All right. So let's see what else we're doing here. Okay. So number one, your assignment for the day is to answer this discussion question. I will tell you the question later. All right. Number two, I want you to turn in the pair and the tutorials 1 through 4. Okay. So here is what you do. Again, I'm pretending I'm a student here. So what you do is you're going to go to the assignment. Okay. So it's not beginning of the year. It's vector design. So there it is, pair and tutorials. Okay. So I'm going to view the assignment. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a file. Okay. And I'm going to browse the computer. So I'm going to go to my V drive or the Novell folder, my folder with my name on it. I'm going to go to Creative Computers. I'm going to go to Vector Design, and then inside here somewhere you should have your pair challenge. Okay, so there's the pair, and then there's lesson 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to click, and I'm going to hit Shift. I'm going to click all of those. Okay, or if you want to do individual ones, you can press Control on the keyboard and just get whichever ones you want. And then I'm going to click Open, and it's going to load all those. And now the assumption is those are all done correctly. So I'm going to look at them. If they're done correctly, you'll get your points. If they're not done correctly, you'll get partial credit. Okay, and then let's see here. So, okay, so now once those things are there, I'm going to hit submit or resubmit. This person already turned them in, so we're going to hit resubmit. And I'm going to say, yep, I want to turn all those things in. Okay, so that is the second thing I want you to do. Turn in the pair and the tutorial. So finish them, turn those in. Okay, now the next thing is I want you to turn in the brainstorm to the basket. So you should be mostly done with this. But now I want you to get into the basket. So let's take a look and see what we need to get this thing finished up. So let's go back to Creative Computers. Let's go to coursework. Let's take a look at the brainstorm for the wall art. Let's view that assignment. Let's see what's up here. So the only thing we were lacking was this. Use basic shapes added and subtracted using the Pathfinder tool. I never taught you that, so I'm going to teach you that today. And by the way, this is the question number 1. What is the Pathfinder tool? All right, so here is, I'm going to teach you how to use the Pathfinder tool. Okay, all right, so the thing is with Adobe Illustrator, I want you to use whatever tool is the best and the easiest, okay? And so using the pen tool to do the Beats by Dr. Dre logo is not the easiest. So what we're going to do is we're going to use basic shapes and the Pathfinder tool. So I'm going to go Window, Pathfinder, Window, Pathfinder, Window, Pathfinder, okay? And I'll just tuck that away for now. Then I'm going to use some basic shapes. So I'm going to go to my circle tool, and I'm going to find the center, and I'm going to click and drag, and I want it to be perfect, so I hit Shift, and that makes it a perfect circle, and I hit Alt, and that draws from the inside out. Okay, so I've just made a perfect circle now, but I've covered up my artwork, so I can't see, so I'm going to make sure I get rid of the fill, and then I'm going to, so I can see it a little bit better, I'm going to make the outline a little bit bigger. Okay, and I might zoom in just a little bit so we can see this better. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, what's the next thing I'm going to do? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this bee. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my circle tool. Okay, same thing. I'm going to click here. I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag right there, and I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to drag right there. Okay, so I want this thing to be one piece. Okay, so I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to hit shift, and I'm going to click on this. I'm going to, instead of 2 shapes, they're going to be 1. So I'm going to subtract. I've got this, and I want to subtract this from it. So if I click subtract, it's like, okay, well, what did it do? Can you tell? Well, you can't really tell, but if I fill it with color, all of a sudden you can tell, oh, wow, okay, that's 1 shape. That's 1 shape. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing with this rectangle here. So I'm going to go to my pen tool, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to click, 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 and it's not perfect. I guess I could, if I clicked on that anchor point, I could drag it over and make it a little bit better. Okay. All right. So I have that. Now I'm going to add that to it. Okay. So I'm going to click, and I'm going to hit shift, and I'm going to click, and then instead of subtracting, I'm going to add it to it. Okay. And so now what I'm going to do, and this isn't going to be perfect, but for sake of time, I'll just do it this way. So now I'm going to subtract the B from this. Let's see. It might not work very good. Oh, it did. It worked good. Okay. And so now I have the Beats by Dr. Dre, and let's see. Let's double check. See if I fill it. Perfect. I got it perfect. I'll get rid of the. No, not rid of that. I'm going to get rid of the stroke color. So, and then we'll give it the classic red color. Okay. So anyway, I did a pretty good copy of Beats by Dr. Dre using basic shapes, a little bit of the pen tool, and I used a lot of the Pathfinder. So remember, it's window Pathfinder. So you can add and subtract shapes together. Okay. So what you need to do right now is go to the question and answer the first. There's 2 questions. The first one, what is the Pathfinder tool? Okay. Put that in there. And the second question is, what are you supposed to do today? Number 1, answer the discussion question. Number 2, turn the parent the tutorials. Number 3, the brainstorm. So now you can finish the brainstorm paper and turn that into the basket. Okay. All right. So if that's all you can get done, great. I'm going to keep going though. Some people are like already done with all this, so I'm going to give some more instructions. Okay. So I want to make, so basically I got to turn in grades at the end of the week, right? And so everything needs to get turned in. So we've got all kinds of little things in the fire. We're going to turn them all in. Okay. So I want you to finish the notes for the freestyle project and the project for the freestyle. And then after you're done with that, go on to actually work on your laser cut wall. Let's talk about how to finish the notes for the freestyle. All right, let's go to the student account here. Okay, so how are we going to turn in the notes for freestyle? All right, well, let's go to Creative Computers, classwork. Okay, so here's the project freestyle, and then somewhere there's the notes for freestyle. Let's take a look at the notes. Okay, if you look at this assignment, okay, we've got watch the videos. They're not super long. Okay, watch all the videos, take notes. When you do it, by the way, don't forget you're going to have some notes on lined paper, okay, and then you're going to have notes that you write directly on the handouts. This handout, you can find the handout right there. There's a handout, okay, or you can just go to the Creative Computer basket on the big black table and pull it out of the basket there. Okay, so do your handwritten notes on lined paper, handwritten notes on the handout, staple them all together, turn them into the period basket. Okay. And then with the project, let's see, what's the project going to look like? Let's go to view the assignment. So the project's going to look like, here's the scoring guide. Okay. Just go through and do all this stuff. Okay. Make sure you do all this stuff the best that you can. Okay. And then when you're done with the freestyle challenge, same thing. You're going to turn that Illustrator file into Google Classroom. Okay. So we're going to get everything turned in, and we're going to have grades generated by the end of the week. All right. Hopefully that's helpful, and that's it for me. Adios.